Who's ready to hear something insane, but that's actually genuinely true? Are you guys ready for it? Listen, I genuinely think that one of the reasons why a lot of people that play jungle end up actually losing a lot of games, right, is for a very simple reason. Are you ready? It's because they feel like they have to be on the map. And it makes me so angry to think about this. Like, genuinely extremely angry, and I'll explain why. You're going to sit there, and you're going to be a platinum player, right? And then you're going to go on a win streak, and now you're almost emerald, right? So then you're going to play one game where you get unlucky, you had 3 losing lanes, and you lost, right? And then you're going to say, maybe if I would have played on the map more, and if I would have played better, I could have won. So then the next game you're going to queue up, you're going to try to do a bunch of shit, right? It's going to fail, you're going to lose. And then you're going to say, fuck me, I guess I need to keep doing more. So then you're going to go in this like mental state, right? Where now you start actually sitting there, right? And you start to perma gank. You start to perma gank, you're always looking for fights, you're always contesting everything. And then you're getting to a point where now you enter this mental cycle where it's just like you're like, I guess we lost. You're forcing fights when you should never force them, and then you're like, fuck it, I guess we lost. Type 1 if you've ever been in that position before. And then you fall all the way back down, right, to platinum from emerald, and then you say, damn, I guess I'm not an emerald player. But it's like, I'm not even trolling, and this is gonna sound fucking insane when I say it, guys. I'm not even trolling, but I'm gonna give a crazy take that if you want to actually climb an elo, a lot of the time, it isn't about your macro game sense at all. Your macro means nothing. I think that getting to high elo is 90% mechanics and knowing when to use your mechanics. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're sitting there, right? And you don't go for a fight, and you just let yourself scale, you're farming, you're going for all this shit, and then eventually you get to a point where you're 2 items, and then you can 1v9 fights. This is unironically how a lot of people can climb in a lot of different elos, is because they're literally just waiting until they get to a point where they have their items, and then they play well. You know what I mean? And I feel like one of my problems is that I sit there, right? I full clear every single game. I win every game. And then at one point, I either get bored or I start feeling overconfident. So then I start perma-fighting. I lose every game and then I get tilted, right? So like, unironically, that hate watcher was onto something. He really was. Because it's like, if I'm sitting there and I'm dropping 12 deaths, how the fuck can I ever say my team sucked? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm sitting there and I'm averaging 7 deaths a game in my last 20 games, how can I ever be like, yeah, it's my team? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Fuck. And this is the problem. I'll tell you what the one thing I really hate about this realization is it's the fact that I literally come to this realization every single week. Anyone that's been coming to the stream for years knows that I'll sit there, I'll be like, oh, I just need to farm every game. I farm every game, I climb 300 LP, and then I start fighting every game and blaming my team. Then I'm like, oh, maybe I should farm every game and focus on myself. I climb 300 LP, I get bored, or I, like, it's so fucking cancer and retarded because I know I'm the problem, right? But then it's like I gaslight myself into thinking I'm not. I end up getting lower rank, losing a bunch of games because of it, and then I'm there, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm the problem again. And then I just skyrocket rank. And it's like, why do I always have to go through that same cycle again and again and again and again? You know what I mean? Like, why can I not, for once in my fucking disgusting life, just be like, oh, you know what? Let me just, for like 2 months straight, just not blame my team. Just not fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And ironically, you do something I think where it's like, I donate fucking $100 in gift subs to my stream every time I blame a teammate. I honestly think that would be like the only way that I could like drill it into my fucking brain or some shit. Like, it's just so fucking cancer.